We're gonna start off today with the hopefully getting our ascendancies, unless I break it somehow. Get our third and fourth ascendancy, and then maybe see if stun is actually irrelevant for our character or not. Just so we go back here, don't we? Need to go back here? Am I gonna go crit with Frostbomb? I am planning to be crits. That is the goal. What's kind of funny about this is I have Blink, right? Blink is totally worse for doing traps in terms of just like you can dodge through them or whatever. But yeah, the goal will be having some crit for sure. I keep the blink on the swap. Previously on previous characters I had blink on swapped. That's what we were doing, but
I need more time.
I guess if I want to get more try-hard about it, I can take blink off swap. I just have it as a main reservation, so I don't even have to weapon swap it. A little bit of a lazy enhancement or whatever. I usually play an on-mage, so I have to use a swap anyways to get the 33 ends. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. If you're getting forced into it for sure, that makes a lot of sense. Requires so much int just to put on. Attribute requirements of gems is pretty crazy. And what else is pretty crazy? Mana cost of gems with gem levels. I don't think they want non-mages to use it. Yeah. It's definitely pretty restrictive to have the cost that's required for it, for sure. Intentional limitation, if you will.
Ritual has been disrupted.
It's been disrupted, okay. Do I want to go to merchant? Or do I want to get the boon with the restoration? Free boon versus purchased boon. We'll take purchased boon. Get reduced cost for it. I'm excited for the stream though. The rumor mill is going crazy, but I'm thinking we're gonna actually see a life rework, or of course, if we actually get content, I'd be super excited to get Huntress. I think we're gonna get content. I might be coping out of my mind, but I think it might be Druid or Huntress. I can't see a world where they stream without content. The entire time I played this game, they have never done a live stream unless content came with it. It's almost always been for like a new league they've done live streams for.
That was close.
Does Spell Echo have a slight stutter? So with Spell Echo, what happens is it makes your cast slower. So it comes with a 30% less cast speed. So when I cast the skill, it casts slightly slower, but it doesn't make my character like do a stutter cast or anything like that. What ends up happening is there is a slight delay in when the cast occurs. So it will proc 2 casts, but you'll see the Frostbomb blows up twice. It's not at the same time.
Let's plan.
And so there is that delay in between casts.
Always onwards. Onwards. Fight. We will.
That's what's happening there. Hey, Ahoy. I can't see a world where they release a short announcement video without releasing additional content. Where they release a short announcement video? What do you mean a short announcement video? Ahoy. I'm just saying I haven't seen them do it. I haven't seen them do a live, like an official live stream on their channel. Outside of like, it's always been for League launches. I don't know why they would go to the effort of doing a live stream if there was new content. That's my cope. You think it's gonna happen or not, Ahoy? What side of the fence are you on? It could just be legit maps getting reworked.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. I think I'm gonna cope. We're gonna get new content. I'll cope as long as I need to. Let me cope. What percentage should the ingenuity belt have? Ideally you want at least 70%, I would say. Realistically, what I would do is I would save up until you could buy a non-corrupt version of the belt. And then every time you get a divine, click a divine on it until you hit 70% or higher. It's roughly a 1 in like what, 4 or 5 to hit 70% or higher. I'm on the side of content patch. If it was just a balance patch, the timer talk would have been plenty, but the additional video makes me believe there's more. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Traps deal 100% increased damage. Surely that's not gonna get me killed, right? What are your thoughts on endgame farms at the moment? Endgame farms at the moment. It's a little bit lacking, to be honest. It's just like, it's clearly early access. In terms of like what I'm used to in PoE, in terms of like variety of stuff to do, it definitely feels limited.
I'm not ready.
So I'm excited for them to add more to it. Gives more variety. What about the video? They made a post basically saying they were gonna be going over new content.
A moment of respite.
I hope we get old skill gems. Let me use slams with staves, flickers with vases, weapon swap is fine, cool, grenade stuff, but nah.
The foe ahead.
I don't know if they're gonna back down on that. I think if enough people say they want certain skills to be able to be used with other weapon types, I don't know. That one I think is a hard, unlikely sell type of thing.
I knew you would succeed.
I think you're either farming Arbiter, Delirium, or Mist, and those are only worth it if they drop big items. It seems that it's better just to sell invites. I would add Breach to that list. Mist, King of the Mist is worth because he's literally the linchpin of endgame crafting. And then you have oh nice, dagger and defense.
With intent. Fight with intent. Go with strength. Always.
Get it all.
May
Oh, I should have bought
answer.
Sacred Water, I guess. Breach, I think, is the quant route where you're just farming like drops, like raw drops. Delirium is Simulacrum and the instills, which are expensive. And then, yeah, Arbiters. He has just a very valuable drop table. Yeah, lots of damage without Archmage. The goal is to never click Archmage. And hopefully we succeed at that goal. We will see if we do, however. How's the build? Am I trying hardcore? So far it's decent. I'm not confident with my current defensive kit, but I think I have some solutions. So previously I toyed with the idea of going a hybrid approach with its Zero's Disdain and using the helmet, and then I saw the strength requirement and it kind of bummed me out and didn't made me want to not try it. But
Stand tall.
thinking about it more, it really would solve all of our ailment problems and stun to do that. So I think I might be tempted to end up going that versus going CI. Because basically if I go CI, we have stun ailment issues. Versus the non-CI, those are all solved problems, and then we want Chaos Res on gear. I'm still kind of just thinking out what I haven't really decided. Ultimately, whichever route we go, we should be able to make this character fairly tanky. The circle looks really small. I'm working on it, dude. Give me a sec. What skill level are we at? 24. I'm pretty sure the next level gets us another base radius. Levels get radius on this skill. Every time I keep making the number go up, the radius will keep going up. Oh, I always mess up this layout. There's the one down in this corner I always forget about.
Feel my wrath!
The ritual has been disrupted.
If they cap rarity, you can put Chaos Res like gear, otherwise CI is optimal. Oh, running rarity. Rarity has diminishing returns, right? At least I feel like that's what I've heard people say a lot.
A moment.
Are you a Titan? We are a Titan, correct. We are a Frost Bomb Titan. Whoops. Does Spell Cascade feel bad to use? I have it on my Frost Wall. We could try it on Frost Bomb. I would imagine we just don't very often get overlapping hits. So my thought process is it's generally gonna be less single target, but it would be better clear wise.
Rest a while. Go with strength. Go. We will succeed.
They fixed the low life bug, so we should be fine to do that. Can I play without time loss jewels? Yes, you can play without time loss jewels. I do believe they're going to be the correct thing to use late game in this character, but the time loss jewels I showed in today's video, which are basically 2-stat jewels, they'll be similar power to a good 3-stat or a 3.5 stat probably. Hopefully GGG makes it so you can actually search time loss jewels. And if they do that, then it's gonna be I'll set up trade searches for people so that way you can easily get jewels for the build, but right now trade does not support time loss jewels. How many people get ES over 4K without Grim Feast? They have a lot more percent ES on their tree than you probably have invested, would be my guess. Right now, my character only has like 5K ES, but I have a boon. We got the defense boon.
I need more time.
Price is a good time loss jewels will ramp.
Great challenge overcome.
I need more time.
I would say 3-stat, 4-stat ones will get expensive, but the amount of 2-stats that are going to exist on the market is going to be a lot. But yeah, the obstruction of how hard it is to actually find jewels does limit how many people are buying them, because it's just such a freaking... It's just not fun, right? Scrolling through item after item. You made a video for Spark Build showing a difference of 4 to 5 socket warrior and rare chest. 2 to 3 socket wall shield versus rare focus. I address all those things. My stance is if you can't afford a 3 socket Mahawaddles with 500% or a 2 socket Mahawaddles with 700%, then I would stick with a rare shield. And then typically, I believe, unless you have a really good focus, I'd rather have a Mahawaddles. And a really good focus is going to be comparable price or generally just more expensive because you need a really good one to be comparable.
The choices. Use that well.
What are Mahawaddles breakpoints? For if you're doing percent mana, it's every 50 is a breakpoint. Yeah, we're fine. A little bit scared there for a second. No worries, though.
Two ancient guardians await you ahead. Be light on your feet.
What happens when you Divine Advance Darkness? Do you get new mods? Nope, the mods stay exact same the whole time. Only the percentage rolls change. Do I have a movement speed boon? Yep, we got a movement speed boon. We have like almost every boon right now. We got boons on boons.
The choice is made. Use that well.
How am I teleporting? Blink. It's a reservation skill that comes with a cooldown. Its base is 3.7 seconds, but I have a lot of CDR in my character, so it's more like, I don't know, 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds or whatever. Does Spark without Everlasting Gaze feel squishy? Yes. It does feel squishier. I think it's still a decent, like... You're still gonna be a character with, like, you know, 5k base EHP, right? Everlasting Gaze definitely helps. If you're doing non-Everlasting Gaze, your options are either full offense, or you lose Eldritch Battery, lose mana scaling, in order to get to still have ES or defenses.
Swift magnificence.
I'm doing an SSFHC Archmage. Good luck to me.
Let's play.
Got 20 more levels to go, man. I will warn you right out the gate, Archmage. I mean, if you're playing like a Spellcaster build, until you get to Archmage, it's just a little bit sketch.
Always, we will succeed.
can't yet. Fear will best you. I need more time.
Mana Tempest is only saving grace. Yeah, it is. It is pretty necessary. Pretty sure I could just leave right now and still get back here. Did Lance muck his stream? Has anyone else seen this? What does that mean? Is something bricked on stream?
Yes. Go.
I just augmented +2 on my 50% lightning wand. GG, dude. You're re-carrying that till yellow maps, maybe even red. Have I looked into elemental discharge? I have not, no. I have not looked into elemental discharge. Is it possible to change ascendancies like PoE1? It is not. Not currently. They might change their mind. But they have not done so yet.
I'm ready.
Does Mana Flare have an AoE tag? It is an AoE proc. I don't know if it has a tag or not. You just make it with a support gem though, right? Look at it that way. I know when it procs, it definitely is AoE.
I need more time. Insect.
Stand tall.
It doesn't have the tag. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I would give anything for
Grim Feast, plus clarity. You're in hardcore. That's probably a good idea. Grim Feast, you probably just always keep on your character in hardcore.
a sip.
I need more time.
Ah! Yo, I freaking suck at this. It's fine though. Totally fine. Okay. Go here into gold key into fight.
I can't yet.
The ritual has been disrupted.
I'm kind of interested to see how well the stun node works on
I can't yet.
spells.
You were no worry.
See how often it actually procs.
Seal yourself.
Lance, yo, Purple, what's good, man? How you doing?
I can't yet.
A great challenge overcome.
Just knows where the camera is. Yeah, I've been camping out down here during the time of my sickness. I just farmed up a Howl and was super excited to try it out, but the new patch is scaring me to not waste my time if it gets nerfed. Is that irrational of you? I think it is irrational. Now, I would say Howl has a good chance it gets nerfed. But even if Howl does get nerfed, nerfed does not mean bad. Nerfed could mean still very good, if you know what I mean. Like, it still could be definitively one of the best options to make a melee character. It also could be a situation where they nerf Howa, and the version of Howa you have is a legacy version, right? Like, it goes legacy, where new dropped Howas will have lower rolls type of thing. Like, we don't know exactly how they'll change things, but in past, GGG has done... They've been fans of doing, like, making things go legacy, for example. So we don't really know what they'll do with it, or even if they'll address it at all.
Beware the scorpion sting.
Must beware.
My general idea of whether or not you should be changing your plan for what you're playing based on if you see nerfs incoming or something like that is typically along the lines of if what you're doing, if it has a bug that's enabling it, then your concern should be much higher. If it's just outright strong but working exactly how it is, then it's more along the lines if they nerf it, it'll still probably be good afterwards. That's my 2 cents at least. Fringe PM. They should leave it out as and then lock it behind the hardest version instead. Yeah, we'll see what they do. I have no idea what they'll do with it. We will see. Alright, so your hits have crushing blows. And then we'll get the stun node. And we'll see if we start stunning more. It'll be interesting. Do I have... Can I go Trial of Sekhemas for my 4th Ascendancy? These are all low level. Might be too early for us to try a trial like this one. 76 is pretty high level. We'll see how we do.
I'm ready.
Like cast on freeze good? I think if you think the amount of cast on freeze procs was intended, I don't know, man. To me, that's a little bit wild if you thought that was like something that was like a normal within balance type of thing. Like, I'll give you an example. Right now, the cast on minion death working with SRS and Fireflower for Giga Comet procs, I wouldn't want to make that character because I would 100% believe that that is not something GG wants to let be that way. I think that's an at-risk situation.
I can't hit.
Impressive endurance.
I hope they buff it a bit. I could see that potentially. Part of them trying to balance Archmage could be them buffing it. Buffing the alternatives, right? Like instead of just necessarily nerfing what's already good, which is Archmage, you buff the alternative options as well.
Disrupted.
The quick knee-jerk nerfs early? I mean, it's early access. They're gonna balance no matter what, right? Ooh, these options kind of all suck. Guess we're gonna do this with 50% life. This is gonna get dicey. I don't know if we have enough damage to do this run.
Steel yourself.
Stand tall.
GG buffing alternatives instead of nerfing things they don't like. Well, I think they'll do both. Would be my guess, at least. Archmage is clearly way overtuned, so it definitely is on the nerf list. Buffing alternatives, I don't know, but it could help as well with alleviating the problem.
I'm not ready.
I'm hoping they do something about the mana costs. I'm hoping the mana cost scaling with gem levels doesn't stay with the way it is, but we'll see. Do bosses count as monsters for the afflictions? I gotta be honest, I don't even... What do you mean, the afflictions? I don't even know what that is. Why do you sound like Fubgun? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm partially still sick. Or maybe I am Fubgun. I'm filling in for Lance.
I can't yet.
Always sick, dude. It's been ongoing. I will say today I've been doing a lot better than I have the past few days, though. Like it's been substantially better.
I need more time.
That proximal tangibility thing. Holy, is that scuffed when you do Frost Wall. Like I start building walls in between me and the rare, and then I'm not near it, so I can't deal damage.
That was close. An oasis. In
Like some of affliction rare monster plus 50% damage. He's asking if this applies to bosses.
And my axe.
I'm so lost. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about if you click the keystone on the Atlas tree that lets rare monster mods apply to bosses? Oh, afflictions in trial. Okay, sorry. I was completely lost. Yeah. If I grab this, monsters have increased life. Yes, that will apply to the bosses. Sorry, I was being pretty potato. You kept saying afflictions, and my brain just was not remembering that they're called afflictions. I kept thinking Affliction League, and I was like trying to figure out what the hell is affliction in PoE 2. No idea that applied. Yeah. Monsters is a very general term. No, that will apply to bosses, I'm fairly confident. Back time soon, maybe.
I can't yet.
I shall aid you.
I'm gonna save my money for merchant price. I'm gonna assume he's gonna give me merchant price next time I see him. You do a TLDR on the build real quick? Yes. So we're playing Frostbomb. It's a skill that has a decent base AoE, along with a downside of long duration and long cooldown, but it hits almost as hard as Comet at base. So to solve cooldown, we do a bunch of CDR investment, and to solve duration, we have a bunch of reduced skill effect duration, which we get more than any other class because we're Titan.
I'm not ready.
We then are comboing this with Frostwall, another cooldown-based skill, which when you're on controller, the aiming's pretty scuffed, because I'm trying to aim at this guy and it's not. Okay, anyways. But yeah, Frostwall, which is another cooldown-based skill, which can have basically shotgun hits. We have Cascade on it. So we can spawn a bunch of Frost Walls, and then we can blow up those Frost Walls, and they have an AoE explosion. Get decent overlapping damage.
I'm not ready.
And then we're running like a permanent blink, which benefits from our CDR, so we can blink on a fairly regular basis for extra movement. And the idea is just invest into a lot of AoE,
It's close.
cool big frost explosions, and I have fun. Okay, I want to check these out, because maybe we can get rid of our Bad Affliction. Gain 3 random. Take 1,000 after completing 8. That's pretty free, right? Only 1,000 damage. Frostwall blows up frost walls? Yeah. So look, I'll put down all these frost walls.
I'm not ready.
Steal your
Do it, and then boom. Blowing up the frost walls just depends how much damage you have. You could do it with other skills as well. I'm just doing it with I'm doing it with my frost bomb. What's the best build for 20 div right now? My guess is probably Archmage.
You head up the birth.
I need more time.
Yeah, but you can see how we're like comboing the 2 skills. We're blowing up the frost. Ooh, Greater Jewelers. Nice. We're blowing up the frost walls on the boss. Is this SSF or standard? Yeah, this is just Trade League. Currently, this is our, basically it's about 1 divine a gear.
Fight with intent.
I have a video I just posted on YouTube for this current setup if you're
Always
curious.
Onwards. Go with strength. Onwards. May that serve you.
Respectable for 1 div? Yeah, I'm fairly happy with it. But we're gonna invest a bit more. I think I want to take this to about 5 to 10D investment is roughly what I want to go to. Deceptive Mirror freaking sucks. This also sucks. This could auto kill us. Wow, these are really bad options. Like, really, really bad options. Do I want to take the chance at auto dying to that one thing? If it does that ability where it like explodes, it hits like 100 times in a second and you insta die to it. I liquidated all my gear except for ingenuity until next patch. Dang, man. You don't want to take any chances. Hungry Fangs insta-kill CI. So no. This doesn't get past CI. The problem with this mod is there is a monster in Trial of Sekhemas. It's like, it looks like a giant volcano vase dude. Basically, one of the first times I lost a Trial of Sekhema, I clicked this mod, and that dude, he has some, like, I don't know, martyrdom, on death effect, something. But he shoots out like this burning ground that is like, it's not a dot, it's a hit, but it happens like 20 times a second. And if you have this mod, it doesn't do that much damage at base, but this thing makes every one of those 20 little hits apply 5% of your life or whatever. So it just 100% to zeros your ES like instantly. I'm 90% sure it's gonna get gutted. Well, yeah, play it safe then. These are all really bad options. How much sacred water do I have? 100. I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna get a second merchant. I'm gonna cope. I have the merchant I can see right there, but I'd pick the 5% one. I just don't want to take the chance dying to that thing, because it's gonna annoy me if I do. I just know I've lost to it before, and it was tilting that I did the first time I did.
No challenge.
I haven't found anything a hidden Titan build. There is no way to get 99% reduced duration. As far as I know, at least. There's only 80% from the tree. I don't think I've seen any items with reduced duration yet.
Impressive endurance.
It's a lot of ES. We have a 50% more defense boon. Did Lance ever release an apology video for being a scammer? I didn't scam anyone. I accidentally gave the dude 35 instead of 45x. And then I went back and gave him 10x because I made a mistake.
I need more time.
I am not a scammer now, no. Does large reach increase effect on small nodes on the top right? I don't know what small nodes you're referring to. But I will say this.
I'm not ready.
The large and the small radius are very similar in this game. Like if it's not nodes that are pretty close to where the small radius reaches, it's probably not going to be within the large. Even though those words sound very different, large and small sound like a pretty big difference, they really are not.
I would give anything for a sip.
Are you using Astral Projector for Frostbomb? Nope. Frostbomb always lets you just target wherever you want. It's not like a Nova skill that casts around you. Hey CZ Pie, how you doing? Is Astral Projector a thing in PoE 2? Rogue Tragedy nodes with reduced skill effect duration? Don't think I saw any on Waggle's list. when he divined a jewel a bunch of times with it.
I need more time.
A great challenge overcome.
Whoops, what the hell did I just open? Okay, we got another merchant. I'm cooking something real stupid, including reduce max mana, Archmage, and Mana Tempest on a Blood Mage, Dr. Suedo. Good luck, man. Good luck to you. Hopefully it turns out well. Does Adorn increase effect not work at all? They make it work correctly. They did a bug fix on it, so it should work correctly now. I have not tested since they changed it, but the patch note read like they just fixed it and it was bugged.
I need more time. You were no warrior.
Navigate safely.
I'm not ready.
Does a greater allow you to add a modifier to a rare item? If you're talking about a greater essence, no. No, it does not. Can Link go on to you? You hit an essence with it? Sure.
Chance yet.
Link away, let's see what you hit. Essences are bad. Essences aren't bad. Told you that.
I'm not ready.
I'm making sure it's the next step of the mission. Oh, you're gonna link me a wand and you want me to tell you what greater essence to use? It depends what mods are on the wand. Also depends what build you're playing, what you want on the wand. Yeah, greater lightning would be decent. You get shock chance, lightning, or percent lightning damage. I think are the outcomes you could hit. Good luck to you, of course.
I need more time.
Shock isn't lightning. Wait, it isn't? Oh, even better. Even freaking better.
Always onwards. Go with strength. The choice is made. The choice is made. Fight with. Use that well.
Extra lightning isn't either? Holy, that's so weird. +2, unfortunate. Close, but no cigar.
Insect. I need more time.
See that example right there? You heard that sound? That was me getting hit a gajillion times. For that thing, I think. Do I know what the power of this? I had somebody offer 95D. If somebody offers you 95D on a Megalomaniac, you take it. I don't even know what Blinding Flash is.
I need more time.
Also, I'm not a price checker. And why the hell would I know what that's worth? White Titan. Big AoE scaling. And Titan has the best access to reduce skill effect duration of any class. So it can make Frostbomb feel pretty decent to click.
Swift magnificence.
I've never had a rare spawn this close.
I'm not ready.
I got lost, I think.
Fortune favors me.
You need a White Titan command? I mean, if I did a command for every time there's a question that gets asked more than once, I would just have a ridiculous amount of commands.
2 ancient guardians await you ahead.
I saw pure power plus lucky lightning. That was one of the first Megalomaniacs on trade, I think. Or one of the first ones I saw when I looked at Megalomaniac.
Press the assault.
I can't yet. I can't yet. Now for you!
That was an impressive display. Rest a while.
So I still get the points after the fight. Interesting.
Always onwards.
Interesting.
We will.
Do I lose the points now when I click this? So I lose them when I click the final floor door is what it is. Interesting. Erroring your rated searches for your spark. You're searching for increased crit bonus damage, but you can't roll those on those items. You need to change to increased crit spell bonus damage. Let me update that. Thanks for pointing that out. I did not know I did that wrong. Oops. Thank you. Let's make that a little bit lower weight. All right, that should be updated now. Thanks for letting me know. It's one of the things that drives me crazy about what they did with the wording on crit. That one's obviously that's a little bit different because that's a spell versus non-spell. But the mods for weapons, that's like a crit mod. It like looks the exact same, but it's actually like a multiplicative crit multi. But it like looks the same. I don't know if I'm describing this right, but it. There might be one on gloves as well. Is it crit bonus damage or crit spells?
I need more time.
Impressive endurance.
Same problem with gloves. Never mind, you're right. I think gloves is just generic crit bonus damage. I don't think it says spells for the glove mod. But I might have forgot to include it on gloves. The 2 versus increased. Yeah. I wish there was a little bit more of a distinction. It looks too much like the same thing to me.
I'm not ready. Out of mana. I'm not ready. You were no warrior.
A great challenge overcome.
I need more time.
I
Okay. Gate tool's fine.
would give anything.
Holy Lance, hey, no sweat to how you doing, man? Sucks that icons for content is based on light radius. And Spaghetti makes it for CI non-existent. Wait, what? Is that real? Let me get this straight. You're saying that whether or not you see the breach icon on your map, like if I pull up my mini map and like breach is over here, it's based on my light radius. But if I have CI, I don't have light radius, so it doesn't exist on light. No, that's I guess that explains why I never see the icon until I'm literally on top of the thing. You didn't know that? No, I didn't know that. I just thought the icons basically never show up. That is crazy.
Greetings. The choice may Garukan guide you. The choice is made. The choice? Use that well.
It's light radius working? Okay, well, why would CI make the light radius not work, though? I think that's the part that's, like, kind of trippy. It's not like you're a low life build where your light radius gets bricked when you reserve your life or whatever, right? Or at least that's how it worked with PoE1 was. The lower your life pool, the lower your light radius. I don't know if that's still a thing in PoE 2.
not ready.
15 versus 122 light radius. That's not 15. It says negative 15, right? They're full life the entire time. Yeah, which is why it's weird that that would affect the radius that they could see at, right?
I'm not ready.
A great challenge overcome. A moment of respite. Impressive endurance. Let's plan.
What do I want next?
Fight with intent.
Relic power. Next purchase is free, or just make 2 purchases now.
You
Get a major
will
boon.
succeed. Onward. Use that well.
Wrong grip multi here as well. Okay, which one is it? On the focus. Okay. I'm paused in game, right? I am, okay. JJ! We have to keep having all these specific grip multis. Focus. I called it a shield, didn't I? No, this is actually a shield. Did I do a search for focus? Maybe I forgot to do a search for focus altogether. Offhand? Am I blind? Where the heck did you find this? Ooh, it's in the guide. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the planner. Add this to the planner, and then I'll update that on the guide later. It should be in both spots. We're thinking of making a new build is move / action speed just to support his damage. Move action speed is very important. Action speed or cast speed or whatever, for quite frankly, it is damage in the vast majority of cases. The faster you attack, the more damage you're gonna deal. It's generally a very efficient damage scaler. As for movement speed is more of a late game quality of life type of thing. The more you can get, fantastic. You just have to make sure your build could leverage the investment into something that isn't making you deal more damage and still be good enough to click more movement speed and it feel good.
Overcome. Come on. Moment of respite.
Okay.
Well, beast. I'm not ready.
It also makes you clear faster, more currency, and really strong defensively because you get dodge easier. That's a fair point as well, yeah. It is pretty wild how much easier it is to dodge a lot of the boss mechanics when you put on 30% movement speed boots versus no movement speed boots. It's like the difference in having to have basically perfect timing versus being able to be pretty lackadaisical about it.
And the scarab. Move. This was the end of
Dodging, Connor? Yes, dodging
but I sense another
is what you're gonna have to do
right here.
if you're gonna want to try to get away with not getting nerfed, okay?
If you can find
Archmage is in the chopping block, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not.
May Garokan guide you. Fight with the choice. Use that well.
Think ES is a Titan? We have a more ES boon, but eventually we will have this much ES without Titan. We have the boon for no more minor afflictions, right? Traps are disabled. Trial map is fully revealed. You cannot receive more minor afflictions. All right, let's verify this works. I was at 70.3k last night. I got excited and I valved my weapon. That's why you don't value your weapon, Connor. Hopefully you've learned a very valuable lesson. I shouled my Ascendancy in anticipation of the nerfs. What if there are no nerfs?
I'm not ready.
What if Connor's right? And GGG actually had a silent agreement. If they don't nerf any mechanic within 3 weeks of it existing, it's nerf immune for the remainder of its existence.
A rarity and
Now you might be thinking, that sounds like the talkings of a delusional person. And yes, I'd be inclined to agree with you, but you never know. You never know. Just by turning on Archmage, my damage goes 3 times higher. Yep. Turns out Archmage good. Why now, not 3 weeks ago? Because they were on vacation! Connor, they were on vacation! They weren't in the office! They were busy! Doing what? I have no idea.
I can't yet. I need more time.
Connor's a hard-working man. He doesn't use vacations. Fair enough. Connor and Palsrod, 2 people that give no leniency to GGG labor laws. Whereas Palsrod giving GGG crap too. How dare they take a vacation? They exist to serve us 24/7. Lag? I think I froze. I think my game crashed. You know what? What the hell, GGG? How dare you take a vacation? I'm crashing here. This is rigged. This is rigged. I think it's time to Alt F4. Take things into our own hands. Thought my stream froze? Nope. Nope, that was just my game. Rip trial? I don't think I lose it, do I? No, I don't lose it. I was on the 4th floor. I better not lose it. Drew comes out Sunday. Holy, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to be a bear. Not only does Druid come out, but they're doing a fresh economy reset with it. Holy. Then all these freaking duped Andes. These guys will be like, they'll have to choose. The cope is real? It is real, man. Let me cope. And they're gonna put axes into the game? Oh, yeah, that'd be sick. Get some real melee going. Axe skills, believe it or not, don't have built-in timers making them always suck. Imagine Druid plus Spear plus Sword plus a new endgame mechanic. If they're giving us Spear, they're giving us Huntress too. They'll have even longer timers. No shot. Okay. Apparently traps disabled does not include those things.
Press the wire.
So I guess those aren't traps.
You will. We will succeed.
I can't yet.
Bear's dead already. Better learn some spells ASAP. Holy, we got a hater in chat, dude. Bear's gonna be insane, okay? And I'm not gonna let Connor rain on my parade of Bear being awesome. Shoot, I should have verified that the thing works before I did that. It does. Okay, we're fine.
I need more time. You shall fall.
3-second fixed time slam. Don't say that, okay? Shut your mouth. Ain't no way they're doing that to my bear. Ain't no shot.
I can't.
Good riddance.
I'm scared he's right. Just don't listen to him, okay? Don't listen to him. He's like the evil voice inside your
I
head.
shall aid you.
Don't let him break you. He does not know what he's talking about, okay?
Go with. We will succeed.
What gear should I pre-buy for Bear? How the heck would I know? We don't even know what Bear's, like, class
I'm
does.
not ready.
Got no numbers to work with.
Meet creature.
I mean, we can cope. That Righteous Fire will come with Druid, but Righteous Fire's not coming till Templar, let's be honest.
I need more time. I'm not ready.
Bear better roll when dodging. We already have a confirmation that Bear rolls. And it looks freaking hilarious.
I can't yet.
A great challenge. Overcome.
I need more time.
Hunter's just gonna fix melee by having rage skills? Isn't that already what Monk did? Wait, oh, I forgot I only get... Oh, dang it. I forgot that I only get to choose one. I was gonna go through and pick all of them. They have the receive no minor afflictions boon.
Meet creature.
Good riddance.
Fortune favors me.
They say that, but until I'm bear rolling, I will not believe it. They literally showcased the bear rolling in town, dude. Freaking look it up. It looks sick. One of the single greatest game animations I've ever seen in my life. Yo, blah, 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 blah. How you doing, man?
Crumble.
Impressive endurance.
Did they show it rolling in town? They did. Showed it rolling in Act 4 town.
This battle.
Alright.
is ours.
About to find out how bricked our damage is.
Rage against the shackles of fate, if you so desire.
Time to finish this. I can't yet.
This only ends one way.
I can't yet.
Rid yourself of your delusions.
Oh, it's not looking good. Not looking good for us.
I'm not ready.
Rid yourself of your delusions.
Holy! We're so underleveled for this. Could be a long one. With a lock in.
I'm not ready.
This only ends one way.
Well, and we're out of mana flasks. No, no.
Your fate binds you. Rid yourself of your delusions. You are not in control. There can be no escape.
Oh, we're so in danger.
I need more time.
Rid yourself of your delusions.
Out of mana. Yep, that's our current existence.
Nothing.
I need mana.
Using a unique relic?
There
No.
can be no
I am a
escape.
level 76 character
Nothing.
with 1D of gear.
This
Believe it or
only
not.
ends one way.
Maybe a bit too scuffed to do this fight. But I'm gonna win via attrition.
Into nothing.
Hopefully.
I need
Unless
more
I keep
time.
getting hit.
This only ends one way.
No mana.
You are not in control. Rid yourself of your delusions.
Maybe the boss will run out of mana? Yeah, I wish.
The sands of time wait for no one.
Hers mana cost is gross. You know what's hilarious about that? It's the lowest level it could possibly be. It's level 7. You doing the thing?
You may have. You are not in control. This only ends one way.
Need mana.
This only ends one way.
Holy. Definitely need more mana investment.
I'm not ready.
You are not in control.
Quinn pattern? How are you saying Quinn pattern? This is a freaking Maven with the back forth, back forth.
Out of mana.
Rid yourself of your delusions.
The only time I've ever failed that fight, or that thing, is when I thought I was supposed to avoid the things on the floor. The first time I did the
This
fight,
only ends one way.
I thought I was just supposed to avoid the things. That's the only time I've ever failed that mechanic.
You are not in control.
Maven, on the other hand, I failed a lot of times to skill issue, but
Yourself of your
we
delusion.
don't need to talk about that.
I need more time.
Time distorts. You
Yo, are there
not
supposed to be this many things floating around?
This only ends one way.
No mana.
Have you guys ever seen this many floating things on the field before?
I'm not ready.
What the hell is this?
This only ends one way.
What is this, man? I've never seen that many floating things.
Hour grows late. You are not in control. There can be no escape.
Ah! Out of mana!
Wither into nothing.
Need mana.
Back. You flow.
I need more time. Need mana.
Wither into nothing. Rid yourself of your delusions.
Ah!
Return.
No, he's doing more of them.
You are
Nah,
not
he's doing
in
more of them. That's not
control.
cool.
No mana.
You're not allowed to do that many floaty things, dude. Freaking illegal.
There can be no escape.
No mana. Need mana.
Wither into nothing. Reverse the flow of time. Rid yourself of your delusions. The sands of time wait for
Julian
no
Talbot, correct? You seem kind of tense.
You surprise
A little tense.
me,
A little tense.
Tajani, but you have yet to catch.
You're lucky there's no actual time limit. Why would there be a time limit?
There can be no escape.
Out of mana.
Holy!
You flow. Rid yourself of your delusions. There can be no escape.
Mana cost!
Out of mana. I need more time.
Wither into nothing. Rid yourself of your delusions.
Need mana.
Turn. There can be no
Ah!
escape.
Ah! Ah! Taking too much damage. Can't choke now, I'm so close.
You are not in control. Eternity awaits you.
Ah! Stop it, stop it! Stop hitting me! Got no HP left, please!
Reverse the flow of time. You are not in control.
Stop hitting me, please. Okay, fine, fine.
Need mana.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Bricked mana. It's a-okay.
Back, you flow. This only ends. Cannot be.
Clean. Not even close, baby. Not even close. In the bag the whole time. Never a doubt or a worry in my mind.
Rest a while. May that serve you.
Ascendancy acquired. Boink. Those were confident, high-pitched squeals? Yes, they were. 100%. Super confident. Essence of confidence. I don't know what you mean.
And
My Axio, the horse. What's going on, man? See if we have a time loss cache. Prime Royal, I like it. Any time lost in here? Body armor, gold gloves. It's like no time loss for us today, guys. For shame. That's pretty good. Chill duration. Could have been good. Probably not worth anything, but I'm gonna put it in here anyways. How much is the time loss? Percent strength, percent int? I have no idea. Because you cannot search those mods. So it's very hard to assess their value. So you kind of just have to go friggin' look it up. Scroll, scroll, scroll until you find it. Man, that is horrific, dude. That mana cost is crazy. I think that means we need to do more mana investments.
How can I help?
Did he lose? No, I didn't lose. Kidding me? Wasn't even close. Did you invest 60 nodes into mana? I did not, but I probably need to invest into... Probably have to do these nodes. Man, that's so silly though. I already have, how much mana investment do I have on my gear? Mana on ring, mana on wand, mana on belts. I guess I don't have that much. I have mana regen on wand. Mana on helmet. We could get more mana. Then we're gonna need more sustain on top of that though. This is gonna end up being a 60% increased damage node by the time I get Keep leveling, it's gonna be like 2k mana. They definitely need to lower the cost, but it's not exactly forcing you into Archmage. Oh, it's forcing you into Archmage. I mean, the mana cost outside of the fact Archmage is so good needs to be changed. But it's just objectively the right decision to click Archmage. You already have to deal with an atrocious mana cost from the gem level, which is just more than the mana cost from Archmage itself. Maybe we will go into these mana sustain nodes next. Could also just get better gear as well. This gear is 1D gear. We could invest slightly better into slightly better pieces for mana stuff. Nah, I don't want to worry about for right now. Let's keep the 1D gear on for today. Just do maps. We're level 78. Ooh.
Frost bomb pulses with
More
ice,
mana
reducing
cost.
Hypothermia. Frost.
Who's ready?
Com
Even more mana problems. I'm ready. Yes. I got a slightly better one that was 78. Alrighty. Break out some maps. Like tier 8, tier 10s. I'm running a blood magic build. Feels so nice not to have to click mana. Honey Bear? Are you running a blood magic caster build? And are you grabbing gem levels? Because I think you would still fill it. Like the amount of cost is still gonna be absorbently high, I would imagine. You will still notice. Because that mana cost follows you into blood magic. It doesn't care. It'll follow you there. Just play a weapon skill? I mean, that's an argument for doing the living bomb skill, right? Just getting away from the mana cost. Hello, the Cage God. Oh, damage is... The levels are less necessary for damage if you're doing Pillar Cage God. You get plenty of damage. You don't really need to scale gem levels. When you're a caster build, you get pretty forced into it. I want to make it Thorns plus Living Bomb. Good luck. That's gonna be hard to pull off because Living Bomb is a spell and Thorns is Thorns. It's gonna be hard to pull synergy with that. Can I find Citadels on a lower level character? You think Temporals will be nerfed? Not really. Warrior Wand Abomination, yep. We're doing Titan, Frostbomb. Can an Infernalist solve mana costs? Infernalist requires you to do some cheese with the Infernal Flame stuff, which I haven't looked too much into on sustaining that. I don't know if you need to do recoup or if there's some way to force recharge. I don't know what Infernalists do. I haven't looked at those builds at all.
Fear will best you. I'm not ready. I can't yet.
300 mana. Really?
I can't yet.
Kind of a lot. Arrows that are capable of shocking enemies. Does it say it can shock? It might have something that says it can't shock. Do you ever do stash wipes? They do fresh league resets.
I need more time.
So when they decide to do that, what that'll mean is people that like a fresh economy will be like, hell yeah, and they'll log into the fresh reset. But the people who don't like the fresh economy, or people that don't have the time and are like still going through the campaign, they'll log in like they normally do. But those will now be in separate realms, separate trade. They'll have a standard and they'll have something that migrates the standard, if that makes sense.
Fear will best you.
So whenever they do a fresh reset, the people that the reset, your stash from the reset, or what you had before gets sent to the standard trade league or whatever. What are you talking about? We're talking. Somebody was asking about resets and how they handle a fresh stash and stuff. What's my reason for not using the pole ring? Because I don't have Herald of Ice. I'm a spell character. Herald of Ice is attack only, basically.
I'm not ready.
I should already shatter enemies anyways. The reason people use that ring is for Herald of Ice, as far as I know. And Herald of Ice, just as I said, I'm a spell-based character. I have no scaling for that. Okay, no wonder this character felt weird. I did the thing where I put on a new item, and it decided to randomly give me another skill that I don't want on my keybind, and then brick my A button. All makes sense now. I love when it does that.
Yourself. I can't yet.
Is there a patch Sunday, or is it just a preview? My guess is it'll be a preview of a patch they're gonna release like within a couple days of the stream. But it could be something they release right away. I don't know. This is pretty abnormal for GGG in terms of like them doing a stream on a sub 0.1 patch. So I don't really know what to expect. I'm hoping that there's gonna be like something big, like they're adding Druid, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's a design manifesto. That'd be kind of neat. The Executioner patch. You know, they do have the Executioner as like the picture, right?
Breathe it in.
I can't yet. time. I'm not ready.
Okay, am I crazy? Since when did like it's like a T9 or something? A T7 or T8? Why the hell does that boss have 3 million HP? Is that just because like Atlas passive just makes white, like yellow tier maps way tankier? How many times have I died with this character? I don't know. Let's find out. Slash deaths. I have died a total of 3 times. I'm fairly confident all of those deaths were in the campaign, but maybe I died in a map one time. I don't really remember though. The boss passive tree? Ooh. Oh, it's this, the map boss difficulty. Interesting, okay. Got 269 with my Spark build. 269 like K tooltip. That's pretty good. Yeah, it must be the map boss difficulty. I know we have Deadly Evolution, which makes the unique bosses have more, but it's probably mostly the map boss difficulty then. I have a feeling they're gonna tell us they're gonna nerf everything to fit the vision. The vision. They're gonna nerf everything to fit the vision. I don't know about that. That seems unlikely to me. Did you see the change expedition with all the points? The expedition tree? It feels like I find logbooks like one every other expedition, but I didn't do expedition beforehand, so I don't really know what it was like beforehand.
I can't yet.
What would you say is a faster mapper and better bosser between this and Hammer of the Gods? I think it's too early for me to tell how good this character is. Like, I'm on a level 78 character with 1D of gear, and I haven't really played Hammer of the Gods myself. I've seen, like, Connor's Hammer of the Gods build, I've seen a Miracle's Hammer of the Gods build, and they do pretty good Ignite DPS on bosses with pretty rough clear, but I think that's more of just a mace skill issue. As for this character, I don't really know how it's gonna do late game when we actually level it up and put semi-okay gear on. And that's what we're playing the character for, so we can find out. I need a tip of HSSF. I'm level 41 now, just found my first jeweler. What should I put my third link in Spark if I don't have much shock chance? I would be running
I need more time.
probably acceleration, persistence, and either arcane tempo or unleash. I'd run any 3 of those 4 probably is what I would do for Spark. What's your true DPS right now? I don't know. We could go look at how fast I killed that boss just now. That boss had like 3 million HP. You just look at the kill time of the boss and then divide that by 3 million or whatever, right? And that's my current DPS. PUB come out on the 12th. There is going to be a POB. We are waiting on it. The future. Can I edit this map device? Change variation. That doesn't seem to do anything. Like, I kind of want to make it a bigger version because I keep clicking on the portals on accident. Getting sucked in. How do you get the last 2 boss atlas tree points? You get 2 from doing Arbiter. You get 2 from doing like a level 79 boss, an 80 boss, an 81 boss, and an 82 boss, I think. So you need like a T16 plus a corrupted zone plus the radiation thing, I think. Tried Arbiter, didn't go well. Yeah, Arbiter's rough. You really need like blink and shield charge to do the explosion phase. It is no joke. Or one tap him? Yeah, if you have a bunch of DPS, that's the easiest way. People that are farming that boss are probably just one tapping him. Ooh, I like this layout. Man, I'm so freaking pumped for acts 4 through 6.
I'm not ready.
More juiced tile sets.
No mana.
Act 4 specifically, we already know has some banger tile sets. Because it's got all like the islands you go to and stuff.
No mana.
How did you get that extra space? That is a Titan exclusive. Basically, Titan has an insanely strong node, and to counterbalance it, they put a node that technically doesn't give your character power, but it still gives you something, so it doesn't feel like it's nothing, if that makes sense. But basically, they're counterbalancing hulking form with this node, and it's a little quality of life pouch. Out of mana, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to do mana investment.
More time.
I bought this settle chest for 5 div. Not bad if I say so myself. 400 ES with recoup life with int, cold, and chaos res. Dang, man, nothing's crazy. And it has the movement speed. It's unfortunate that it's only level 75, though. Kinda garbage, if you ask me. I've probably been using that chest piece for 20 levels now. Absolute trash. This guy with his, your name's total attack time is trash, yep. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Yeah, our next passive's going to mana regen.
I need more time.
They have to. We're overcapped on cold by a mile, which means this cold res roll on this ring is just a dead roll. That could be mana regen too. I have a different ring in my stash, actually. I think I have a different ring. You have a different ring. Oh, these aren't right either. I thought I had a ring that had like a corrupted. Yeah, I do have a ring that has corrupted mana regen. It is real. I'm not crazy. Hmm. This is slightly better. And res capped, nice. At least our mana sustain looks a little bit better with that.
You'll break.
What if you went hard into mana regen, and then clicked Archmage? As I've said multiple times, that is the correct thing to do. I'm just not going to do it.
No challenge.
Because I have morals, okay? I have the ethical high ground. I'm just pretending that GGG does what they're supposed to do and nerfs mana, okay? I missed the part where you said this was an ethical build. I said it like multiple times. Like 20 different times, guys. On multiple occasions. I'm kind of lost, man. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, rare monster over here. Strike him down.
I'm not ready.
Only level 14. Kind of trash. That on the ground for sure. I'm craving Druid gameplay, but I'm worried it's gonna be super clunky like Mace skill based on what we've seen so far. Nah, man. Nope. Nope. Gonna not believe that's true. I cannot believe that's true.
Face me. I'm not ready. No challenge.
What'd you level as? Ice Nova Frostbomb until I could get Frostwall. And then I've been playing ever since as Frostwall Frostbomb. What did my Frostbomb tooltip say? 19k is what it says right now. That's just hit. That's not a DPS number, that's just hit number. Doesn't factor in cast time. Or the fact it cast twice or whatever. Anything good up here? Find another mineshaft boss. Is it all mineshaft? Do I want to fight the mineshaft boss 2 more times, or do I go look for a different boss fight? What's this boss fight? Sulfuric Caverns? And I guess we could bully the mineshaft boss a couple more times. There's no law against it, right? Have fun in the mines, yeah. That's our life now. Ooh, you know what I want to do, actually? We're wearing a 10x amulet. And I am 1 level away. Oh, I guess I'm not 1 level away from the breakpoint for AoE. I think 25 was the breakpoint for a higher base radius. Wait, actually, I'm so confused right now. Hold the phone. This says 2.6 base radius. Do I want to gamble? No. Somebody needs to tell you why you shouldn't be doing what you're about to do. Can somebody stop him? Just so you know, if you hit the reroll option that's going to give you a multiplier, you have the same odds of hitting a good helmet with a 5%, 5%, 5% as a 15, 14, 15. Maybe he wants the implicits? You know what? Fine. If somebody's gonna ruin your helmet, it would be my honor. He's a socket enjoyer. How expensive is this helmet anyways? For a roll this good. It isn't expensive? You don't think it is? 10D, okay. 10D helmet. Alright, use Omen. Say hello to +1 socket. You're welcome, by the way. Congratulations on servicing. Whoops, hold on. Misclick. Sorry, controller UI. Controller UI. I swear I'm not trying to scam you. It's a controller issue, I swear. I was just trying to hit the accept button. It's hard on controller. Okay. It's controller. He switched it. I did not switch it. Okay. It's controller. I swear. It's a controller issue. You gotta believe me. Would Hex Blast work with the Chayula Ascendancy? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't ever click Chayula Ascendancy for any reason ever, but I can't stop you. So if you're gonna do that, just know I warned you. Like 5 days before the early access started. I said, and I quote, Chayula trash. Chonk monk bait.
I need more time.
Let the record show. You were warned.
I need more time. I can't yet.
On that budget, I can swap CI, EB, Mom. I've tried to do it on level 82. And it didn't go well. All my items currently have 10x budget. You probably don't have enough mana sustain is my guess, Dr. Sheldon. At 2800 mana, your mana sustain is going to be pretty low. So you probably need to wait until you get more mana sustain to click Mind over Matter. You might be able to play as just a CI character with 4K ES, but it's going to be on the squishier side. But so will any build at that level of budget.
Fortune favors me.
If a gem has plus 1 corrupt to a level and it's level 19, you can still apply a level 20 gem to it and make it level 21. Correct. Correct. You can do that. Previously, the plus 1 corruption did nothing, but they bug fixed it, so it works now.
I'm not ready. Face me. You are no worry. I'm not ready.
The damage taken for mana for life is good. Sure, you can't do that with CI, but it does give you 2 health pools, though. You have to do that before you click CI. But yeah, that's something doable you can go for. Try to make your life pool a little bit more robust before clicking CI. Only piece I need left is Dream Fragments. Oh man, is that pricey? GG's with the build is great, man. Glad you've been enjoying it. Good luck grinding to the Dream Fragments. It's definitely a late game chase item for sure. Solving freeze and chill is a very, very big win perk. Hard to argue with. Although it will lose DPS wise to a rare ring, funnily enough.
I need more time.
Dream Fragments only gave me 300 mana. That means you have a lot of increased mana sources and not as much flat. Gotta move out of Warriors. Yeah. You get a balance for it probably. Might want to wait 2 days for the Dream Fragments. There is definitely some market speculation that everything that's good now will tank in price. Which I don't think is particularly true in most cases. In terms of will the item be bad? But it is true in that people have knee-jerk reactions to change. So like if they nerf Spark and they nerf Tri-Stack, people might instantly think, oh no, it's bad, let me sell. And stuff will be at an all-time low for a very short period of time before it spikes back up when people realize they're still the best builds in the game, type of thing. We'll see about that, if that's true or not. That's what I'm counting on, yeah. No, I definitely could see some knee-jerk reactions happening. Dream Fragment Skyrocket to do the Temporalis debacle? I think it's just been high the entire time it's been in the game. Like initially when the first time I was able to even find one on trade, it was like multiple 100x, which at the time was like before people were even through the campaign. And X was valued at that time. This boss is stun resistant. Or like, oh my word. What the heck was that? We're not generating much stun on this boss though, unfortunately. I wanted to like look at how fast our stun ramped for this, but that boss had the stun resistant mod on it, so it's kind of a bad freaking tell for how much stun we're actually getting. What if they get the Jungroan fix? I think that's pretty unlikely. Stuff that's working pretty much how it's expected to work is much more likely to be balanced rather than killed. Stuff that's working how it's not supposed to work is under the it's gonna get deleted situation because it's not, they just don't want it to be working that way at all. You gotta gauge it, right? I'm an unethical no-skiller. If I want to make this build as Archmage, how would you suggest building it differently other than stacking mana and int on gear? You would have basically the same tree, except you would grab calibration. You would probably anoint mana blessing instead of volatile catalysts. And then you would grab all of these nodes, which I might be doing anyways, and then you'd just get more mana on gear. And you wouldn't do cast on freeze. That's pretty much what you would end up be doing, I think. And then theoretically, you could go Everlasting Gaze, Eldritch Battery, or you could stick with a rare and not do Everlasting Gaze and not do Eldritch Battery, but that's up to you. You have to scroll that long just to put a point in your passive tree? On controller, yeah. Isn't it horrifying? The controller life is it's a wild one. Okay, I don't really want to do Mineshaft again. I don't need that lady screaming at me. Well, she's a little unhinged. Now, let's find a different place in the Atlas to go. Something else with lots of boss fights in our general future. Are you zoomed out so far? Ooh, boss fights. Boss fights for days. How am I zoomed out so far? Controller, master race, baby. Spiderwoods. Let's go find out what a Spiderwoods boss looks like. Huey's version of Wilhelm screams, something like that. Alright, I need to get water real quick. Hold on, guys. I need some hydration. I'm gonna go grab some agua. Water has been acquired. All right, let's go find out what the Spiderwoods boss is. No cashews.
Feel my wrath.
I did not. Okay. Okay, you know what?
I can't yet.
I can't lie to you guys. I may or may not have. While I was filling up my water, grabbed a bite of a couple cashews. Okay, there might have been like 3. Okay? There might have been 3.
I need more time.
I wasn't gonna bother you with such information. Because it was just such an insignificant amount. It was not 3 handfuls, guys.
I'm not
No,
ready.
dying on stream, I'm trying not to. I just in the middle of a cough while trying to say something at the same time just doesn't work out.
A rarity and all mine. I need more time. I'm not ready.
Thoughts on no cascade for clear? It doesn't help single target out at all. I mean, we could. Wait a second. Wait, when did I brick my links? Where's my considered casting at? I've been using inevitable crit this whole time? Thought I had considered casting in, man. When did I do that? Rog supports up this whole time. Whoops. We thought you knew? You guys can't fact check that though. You can't check my support gems live. This isn't Pee-wee 1 where you can just look at all my gear and everything, unfortunately.
In the right hand, this could forge something truly exceptional.
It doesn't even like tell support gems on the skill icon or anything like it does in Pee-wee 1 either.
I need more time. Need mana. No.
Can't believe I was doing that the entire time. How do you fix mana? You get more mana. And you get more mana regen. That's how you fix mana. Okay, why is my character not casting?
I can't yet. I can't yet.
Uh-oh, I'm in danger. The mana on kill jewels will help a lot for this guy. Oh, we could run mana on kill. I kind of want to solve it without mana on kill. Where I really feel the mana problems is in a boss fight, right? Like that Zerark fight where we were just bricked mana the whole time and we couldn't cast skills. That was a big issue. I feel like this is where the boss is. Yep. Freaking knew it.
I need more time.
That still takes a while to stun this guy.
I can't yet. I'm not ready.
Maybe we do need to invest in the stun build up. Damage question mark? What do you mean damage question mark? I'm sorry, that boss had over 3 million HP, and I'm a level 79 character. The damage is just freaking fine.
Steal yourself.
You guys need to get off the spark brain rot, okay? This freaking tri-stack spark brain rot has gotten out of control.
I can't yet. Out of mana.
Thought we tuned into Quinn's stream. Quinn does not kill a 3 million HP boss that fast. Ain't no shot.
Beast creature.
To be on a level 95 character, he's not killing the boss that fast with his.
I'm not ready.
He's got too much of a downside with playing hardcore SSF. It limits the gear acquisition way too much. Time to clip. Don't clip it and send to Quinn. Quinn knows boss mechanics better than anyone else. I actually don't know how far Quinn's gotten. He's doing hardcore SSF, right? What level has he gotten to at this point? He's using Hammer of the Gods now? Oh, he's playing a mace build? Dangerous time to be alive. I thought you have Temporalis. I'm not using Temporalis. Temporalis is unethical. And also uncopyable for the vast majority of players. He's playing Magma Fisher? Yo, Giga Chad.
I need more time.
Support that.
Fortune favors me.
After you finish the budget version of this character, will you use Temporalis just to see how bonkers it can go? Nope. I have no interest in doing Temporalis. Literally zero.
Hello.
Maybe on when they do an economy reset and it's not a bunch of bug Temporalises and we like actually do a hitless run ourselves or something. Wait, did I not complete the map? I did complete the map. Is that not connected? Surely that's connected. It's like right. Oh, it's not connected. It was so close together though. Do this instead.
I need more time. Feel my wrath.
Uh-oh. Getting the server thing. I can feel the server latency. Punching me. I'm waiting for Mr. Identity to give us PvE2 so we can figure out why Blood Mage Bleed spell sucks. The reason Blood Mage Bleed sucks is because bleed sucks.
I'm not ready.
I'm fairly confident. I think you could say the same thing about Ignite too, to be honest. Or 47 over 3 seconds versus 338. We'll keep the 440, I guess. Bleed is supposed to suck. It's thematic. I don't know about that. I haven't seen one guy that made a decent bleed build with it, but he was using a bow build with snipe and some lightning arrow stuff. That's probably more of a case of snipe and lightning arrow being good rather than bleed being good. My guess would be that character that made bleed look good would have just been better not being bleed. Oh no, we got an energy shield guy. Oh no. No, this is the worst possible outcome. Lance, why is his energy shield dying so slowly? Lance!
I'm not ready. I need more time. You won't get away from me.
Does he start getting energy shield during this? Oh my goodness, he does. Oh, come on, stop, 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 please.
Rage all you want, beast. I can't yet.
The only way to make bleed good is to stack some ailment faster jewels. I think I don't know if there's anything that works. I don't know. I feel like it's a situation with no matter what you do, it's still bleed. It's just base scaling is just too low, I think.
I'm not ready. I can't yet. Fortune favors me.
Nito bleeds pretty terrible, so you agree. Nito agrees. I'm just thinking about how I went into Ignite with the Flask character I had. I had a skill that had 100% innate more Ignite magnitude. I had an incredibly efficient Ignite magnitude from just like increased Ignite magnitude. And then I had crit. So I feel like I had all the things that should be able to snapshot a good Ignite. And it was just barely anything compared to my hit-based DPS on the character. And it's even more obvious because to scale Ignite or to scale Bleed, you have to scale hit-based damage like you would normally. And it kind of points out how bad it is in comparison. I'm playing a Bleed Chakra build that's stuff right now, and it's pretty disappointing. Yeah, I think Bleed and Ignite just have the same issue because their numbers are pretty similar, and they're pretty similar ailments overall. There's at least one caster Bleed Ignite that works, Catriff. Do you have a link to the video? I'd be happy to be proven wrong that there's a good Bleed or Ignite character that wouldn't just be better as hit based. But I definitely got the impression that it felt like it was not backing itself up. That's the video? Who linked the video? Do you mean to permit you to link it? Or you're in YouTube chat. Hold on, let me check YouTube chat. I didn't even see it show up on my chat. You linked it in YouTube chat. It's not really showing up. Let's see. I'm not finding it. I must be too blind. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Plasma Shot and Hammer of the Gods existing are why ailments can't be balanced properly. Oh, yeah, because they have to be snapshotted, essentially, with how high their effectiveness is. Oh, thanks, Cat and Rip. Flame Blast with crit bleed. Alright, let's see. I wonder if they're gonna change this offering stuff. Alright, let's take a look. Did he even, like... Is he playing with Conk Effect? Was that a full charge? What is that AoE? He Mana Tempest? Is that full stacks? Oh my word. He uses 2 Flame Blasts? How does he have 2 Flame Blasts? See if it's actually selling. Is this a real sale? Or is it one of the gajillion people who've messaged me with no intention to buy this? How much was his hit base when he did the hit? So he hit for like 700k. And then he has Temp Chains, Ignite, Elemental Weakness. I mean, this is an example of Ignite Bleed doing, you know, a reasonable amount of damage. But it's with the contingency of using Conk Effect, bricking your AoE, making the clear terrible, and then doing cheese setup with Mana Tempest and Skeletons on top of that. And his hit was for 700k. He has 2 Flame Blasts? Oh, I see what you're saying. So he has one that has AoE. So he can clear then. Okay, okay. I keep forgetting you could do that. I think it's because the one support gem rule is stuck in my head. I don't know, though. That's still, like, so scuffed. So what's the total DPS there? Do I see, like, stacks count up anywhere when he starts charging it? I want to see how long it takes him to get the max stacks. But I can't even see the AoE, like, go up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. And he holds it longer than he needs to. I'm gonna try to pause it right when he... Okay. So he's at 1 stack at the 6-second mark. And by the 10-second mark, or by the 7-second mark, he's at 10 stacks. So he does about 10 stacks a second. And he hits for 700k. How much is his Ignite DPS? Let me check that, make sure it is 700k. 758k. 730k. And then, how much damage does he deal from 8 seconds to how long does it take for the enemy to die? Eight seconds. So he's dealing like 1,000,000 DPS with his Bleed Ignite stuff. Like, the thing about that is, what's stopping him from just repeat casting Flame Blast? And if he invested his character into hit-based damage, what are the odds it would be better DPS? No need to do the repeat cast and stuff? Yeah. But like, he's hella leveraged just to get that result, and it's still barely better than his hit-based DPS. And he's not invested into hit-based DPS, he's invested into like magnitude and stuff. Only need to hit once and run behind a shield, yeah. You can leverage the extra time to do other stuff. I don't know. I still have the gripe of being like... it should be more disproportionate. Like, it should be much more disproportionate in terms of your hit damage compared to the Ignite and Bleed. $175D, yeah, the number's been going up. We've been just selling stuff, and we have 1D of gear on our character. Turns out, if you don't spend money, and you have a bunch of listed items for trade, and they just keep selling, you just keep making money. I wanted to go Lightning Spell Bleed and use a Fat Shock plus a Lightning Conduit for bossing to pop a Fat Bleed. It doesn't work. This is the worst time of my life for leveling Brack Wraith. I can imagine.
Fear will best you.
I will admit, that guy was successfully making a build where the Bleed and Ignite was doing the majority of the damage. But I am not necessarily convinced that if I took the character and changed all of the investment into Bleed and Ignite into hit-based damage, I am not convinced that the character wouldn't end up dealing more damage as the end result of that change.
I can't yet.
The primary portion of my issue with it. Can't admit to the L? I am admitting to the L. I admit he proved he made a build that's doing that. But you guys saw his hit, right? His hit dealt 758,000, and he channeled to 10 stacks in 1 second. Your Fire Conch did more? My hit-based damage was significantly more than my Ignite. And that was with a very large investment into magnitude. I'm guessing that guy's investment was more significant than mine, which means he has more nodes that can be changed into hit-based damage nodes. His mana couldn't sustain? He couldn't sustain Mana Tempest, most likely. Would be my guess. You just wouldn't do Mana Tempest.
I need more time. No mana.
Listen, if you guys want to argue with me, fine. Fine. Maybe, you know, maybe you guys are right. Maybe GGG should not nerf, or sorry, not buff Ignite and not buff Bleed. That one guy proved that they're clearly good, and there's definitely nothing wrong with Bleed and Ignite. And Lance is crazy for thinking that if he changed his investment from Bleed and Ignite scaling into fully focused and hit-based scaling, and that the Bleed and Ignite are completely fine.
Yes.
The magnitude gem should be more extreme. Yeah. Bro had to do 10 buffs before hitting the boss. Yep.
Indeed.
He was assembling the perfect setup. I think Dots need some love. They get way too good. Just afraid they get way too good. Yeah. I don't know. They could change lots of things. I'm personally not a big fan of the current ailment system as a whole. I get that it made ailments more like simplified or whatever, but they all feel so samey to me. Ooh, a mire. Ignite should prologue by default, so to have something that isn't just bleed. Yeah, that's the ailments feel super samey.
More swamps, more trudging.
Is they don't feel too different in this game. I don't think it really simplified ailments, honestly, because it's really unclear that increased damage with hits actually scales ailments, and increased damage over time doesn't scale ailments. You know, that's fair. I think the way I thought it was simplifying things is by just being like, okay, for ailments, if you deal more damage, you deal more ailments, type of thing. That's the part that to me that's like sounded like it was making it more simplified. Versus having to worry about chance to inflict the ailment. Like, it's the concept of, I have a character that deals a bunch of cold damage, but if you didn't have any chance to apply, like, chill or freeze or whatever, then you would never apply it in PoE 1. And now it's like, if you're dealing cold damage, you inflict the ailments. Does increased damage over time even exist? Does it exist? Good point. I don't know if I've actually seen that stat. It does for chaos dot spells. It does. Is it on the tree somewhere? I can't forget. God. I'll just wait for you to answer. Is it on the tree or is it on like some gear piece? Purple icons above which? Duration, chaos damage. Chaos damage. Support gems? Wait, Swift Affliction doesn't work? On ailments? Wait, what? I think I tried that support at one point. Does it specify non-ailment dot on it? It might, I guess. It says non-ailment, okay. Maybe I didn't try it. I might have looked at it and been like, what the hell?
Fortune favors me.
We lost a lot of agency, it feels like. If I was fire, I could go hit, crit, or over time. We won't see more build diversity from gems having more with ailments. We won't see, no, we'll see more build diversity. It's just gonna happen over time as they add more stuff. The tree needs to get fleshed out. There's a lot of things that don't have support for it. And there's just a lot of skills that don't exist, a lot of ascendancies that don't exist. Right now we're working with a pretty limited overall scope. Is that a doorway? Wait, this isn't the Blood Witch. I thought this was gonna be the Blood Witch. Guess not. No, come on. Energy shield, really? Can I stop getting that rare modifier on unique mobs?
No mana. I can't yet. I can't yet. I'm not ready.
Why is damage bad against ES? Because that ES pool is like 3 million.
I'm not ready.
You don't see damage numbers pop up for ES.
I'm not ready.
We rolled the rare monster mod that gave the witch I'm out of mana.
Need mana.
The energy shield aura, which basically just doubles the HP pool.
I can't yet. No mana.
He's basically playing a bleed. Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I am definitely feeling like I'm incentivized to unspec my Arbiter tree while I'm leveling, though. Because I don't think I get any, like, additional XP or anything from having my bosses all have, like, 3 million HP. Like, bosses at the T10 map would normally have, like, 500k HP, and I'd kill them in a second. But because I click the Arbiter nodes, they have 3 million HP, and then they roll ES, and then they have 6 million HP. Why, what am I doing to myself? They get Quamp, but who cares that you don't have Waystone issues? Yeah, we have no Waystone issues. I think it just makes it objectively, like, way harder for my character I'm leveling. If you unspec the Arbiter tree, we don't get to Lamau at your ZPS. Because I'm not ZDPS. This is bogus. I have respectable DPS for my level. I'm not gonna stand here and take this friggin' disrespect. I have the XP node. Do I even have the XP node? Which node did I click? No, I clicked the node that makes it so that sometimes the zone gets +1 area level and gets harder. That's what I clicked. Very, very, very intelligent play on my end. That's more XP? Yeah, I guess having like the corrupted zone for the extra mob count. The extra thing on my atlas. They painted themselves in the corner with how they did ailments? Yeah, a little bit. They can always unpaint that corner though, hopefully. Change the system. Can you get a plugin or something that shows YouTube and Twitch chat on stream together? We don't know what YouTube frogs are saying. That might be possible, but it wasn't from anything I could easily find. I could maybe do something like that and display it on the actual like stream screen. Is that against TOS? It might have been at one point. I have no idea. It is against TOS? Wait, is it really? Are you guys messing with me? They don't want you guys socializing, I guess.
I'm not ready. No mana.
I've seen other streamers do it.
I need more time.
It could be possible that it was a thing, and then they changed it when they decided to let people multi-stream. But it could also just be a rule that people didn't read the freaking rules. There is no YouTube chat. Lance is just losing his mind. No, there's YouTube chat. Okay, they exist. They're real. Okay. They're real and they're valued. Okay, what happens if I go over here? I say refund Atlas passives. And I go over here. Click, 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 click. Apply. And then there's a boss. I hope they end up deciding they want to give us bosses in every zone. The things I would do to have bosses on every zone. Oh, I would do some unspeakable things to have bosses on every zone, I tell you what. Some unspeakable things. Why do you want a boss on every zone? Because bosses is the best part, in my opinion. I think bosses are fun. They would need to change waystone drops? Yeah. Make it not like you get so many from boss zones. But yeah, I just think bosses are really fun.
I need more time.
What unspeakable things would you do that are unspeakable?
Out of mana.
I don't know, it's just like bosses in my opinion are like one of the best things they did in PoE 2 compared to PoE 1. I think that's like one of the biggest upgrades of the new game is how well they did boss fights. And I also feel like the end condition of maps being like hunt down every rare monster. I think it feels so much more satisfying to be like getting to a boss and killing it. Would be a better win condition to a map. Alright, let's compare this boss to the previous boss.
A rarity.
See, he dies way quicker.
Mine.
Turns out 6 million HP boss versus 1 million HP boss. Different experience.
I'm not ready.
Were they gonna give us more map completion conditions? Oh, so it isn't always just kill every rare, like it has some variety.
I need more time. I'm not ready.
Not killing bosses quite as fast. Do you think a better wand and injury belt would be best? I have a great adorned and a 646 models with 3 sockets. You're asking for what your next upgrade should be? If you haven't gotten Ingenuity yet, that is a priority upgrade. I would have done Ingenuity before doing a Mahawaddles. I would have done it before doing an Adorned. Getting decent rings and Ingenuity are very, very important for mana build. Very, very important.
I'm not ready. Become death.
I'm selling myself on the Adorned and the Mahawaddles. Dang, dude, you SSF that? Yeah, you're gonna have to do some ritual. And by some ritual, I mean a lot of ritual. Good luck. Hopefully your farm goes well. But yeah, Ingenuity's huge.
I need more time.
I grinded for 22 hours last week to get a 70% Ingenuity. I haven't found Arbiter once. Arbiter, like the Citadels, initially, like the first Citadel you find is super rare, it feels like. I felt like once I found one, I started finding them all the time. Like a semi-regular basis. But the first, like, Citadels were non-existent. I'm farming the belt and SSF. I'm hating my life. Yeah. Farming King of the Mist is a pretty rough grind in SSF. Hard to get ritual tablets. And it's also, it's just a rare outcome. Still spawn so frequently. I think the initial one takes a while to do, but yeah, once you start, once you found your first one, they seem to, at least for me, that felt like they started occurring at a regular basis. The first one took forever to find, though.
This was made.
The tablets for content should be more prevalent. Yeah. I didn't have any issue, like, self-sustaining breach tablets, but ritual tablets felt like they didn't exist. Like, it felt like I had to buy ritual tablets while running ritual constantly, and I still had to buy more tablets. Whereas breach was like, if I was running breach, I was sustaining the tablets. The first time I saw my King of the Mist invite, the tornado texture didn't load and grinded me to death while invisible. That's a log out situation or something. You don't know what you're dying to like that. That's scuffed. I'm guessing you weren't CI. CI makes everything in that fight so much less dangerous. But if you're not CI, that fight is sketch.
I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready. I can't.
Flag latency. Free me. Black Fang could make it not suck? I have a hard time believing in Black Flame.
I'm not ready.
Feels interesting. Thanks, Iago. Glad you like it. Good night. I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright, Turk, you have a good night, dude. We were just doing a chill late night stream. We took, okay, full disclosure, guys. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a little guessing game. What do you guys think took me so long to make the video today? I made the video on this character today. What do you think was the reason it took me a really long time to do? There is one specific reason why it took me an extremely long time to do the video. Cashews, snacks. It's not snacks. It's not snacks. No, it's not family time either. No, thumbnail, no. Thirsty for timeless jewels. Okay, the jewels are part of it. The jewels were part of it. But it wasn't even just the jewels. It wasn't even just the jewels. Jewels is a part of the answer.
A rarity.
Trade, yes, trade. Trade is the answer.
I need more time.
I thought to myself, you know what will be cool? I'll assemble a divine worth of gear. Well, turns out no one wants to sell their 5x item they have listed. I messaged, on average, I think 10 people to get 1 response. And I was like doing the thing where I would like wait around a little bit for a guy to respond. Oh my word, I spent like 2 hours straight up trying to find people who would actually like exit their map to trade me. Turns out that no, it's not that they're price fixers. It's just people have items they listed a year ago or something, and they're like, you know what? I don't want to take time to trade a 5x item. I think that's what it is. That's the theory I came up with, at least. Are we ever gonna get an auction house? I don't know if we are or not. My guess is probably not, but at the same time, I can cope that maybe GG will cave on something like that. One 1/22 of a divine not worth leaving a map for. Yeah, that's the theory I came away with. Buying cheaper items. It's not that they aren't like 5x items, they are, but you're just rolling the dice on whether or not it's a guy who's making way more money than that, who just happens to have a 5x tab that he forgot to get rid of, versus a guy who's like actually needs the money, you know? And there's no way to tell on the trade site which person you're messaging. Johnson said in an interview they were going to add that. See, I thought that was a thing. I didn't know if I was imagining that or not. I hope I don't know. I always hear people talk about how the auction house was a bad thing in D4.
Go on.
But at the same time, I was never there to experience, so I have no context. And I'm just thinking to myself, while I was doing this trading. I was like, man, that'd be nice. I delusionally thought to myself, I was thinking to myself that I was going to cut together, or not cut together. I thought I was just gonna like I thought I was gonna take the whole clip of, I literally hit record on me going to do this trading thing, and I thought I could just fast forward it, but it took so long that I was just like, all right, I just need to cut out everything I did except for the trades, because it was just gonna be like, it would have to be ran at like 1000x speed to be in a short time frame, which you wouldn't be able to tell what's going on at all. It would just be like clipping through frames or whatever. There was no auction house in D4 and people didn't like it. Real money auction house in D3. People didn't like the real, yeah. A real money auction house. Send the unedited video to GGG as proof? No. No one's gonna take the time to watch that. It's the most boring footage. It's just me pinging a guy, waiting for a minute, then pinging another guy, waiting for a minute, then pinging another guy. I severely underestimated how long that would take. I did not account for the fact that people were just not interested in doing trades of that low value. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm literally just hunting for boss fights. You mean springs we've already done recently? You have to log out to reload my map. I made like 5 grand first 2 weeks of D3 and then they effed it up. So Zap, are you saying you're pro the real money trade house? I could see that perspective. You're literally making enough money for it to be like a straight up job. That could grow some attachment to it. What's the lore on pixel size, Lance? The lore is I've been sick a bunch the past couple weeks. I think I'm on the flip side. I'm starting to get better. I think. I don't want to jinx it. But essentially, let's just go through the crypt. Let's go through the crypt. Essentially, I don't want you guys to look at me when I'm like hacking it up and coughing and stuff. This is a huge problem with Ragnarok online servers that include any RMT gets huge suspect of players who only play it as an income source. I mean, that's got to be a thing for sure. What's a good example of this? I think the classic example is always the Is it Venezuela that's propped up by RuneScape? I'm trying to remember what the example is I'm thinking of. There's a bunch of freaking like farmers in RuneScape that are literally doing it as a job because it pays better than anything they can do in their country. I want to say it's Venezuela, but I don't know if that's actually true. Not just RuneScape. I think that's just the example I'm familiar with. Because I'll go and watch RuneScape videos randomly. Does anyone know where Rise is? He's not been streaming. Probably has some personal stuff going on. Maybe holidays with the family. If he didn't say, probably none of our business. My friend was a Blizzard GM and half of his job was hunting down and banning Venezuelans for RMT. Ruthless.
I can't yet.
50k USD give or take on the early tempo dupers.
Not ready.
Oh, people that RMT duping Temporalis. I can't imagine how much money they made, depending if you were the first one doing that. Like, how much raw currency do you get if you're on the forefront of that,
I need more time.
raw divine wise? Because when it started, Temporalis was like what, 170, 180 D?
I'm not ready.
Ridiculous. Gold Pizza, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm not ready. Need mana.
Not shabby. How about yourself? Dude, I'm just chilling, man. Just going through some maps, doing some boss fights, getting some levels, having a good old time. I bought Temporalis for 100D when there were 20 listed. I bet mine was already duped. Hillahoy? I don't know about that. If there were only well, I don't know. I guess it the depends if the people that were duping initially that were trying to keep it hidden could have been just listing one and then having the entire tab of the other ones not public, right? You've been pulling that stuff. None of them are actually duped. They're all unique instant ID. Okay, that's like freaking what?
Foul beast.
Oh, semantics the right word.
I can't yet.
Even more reason for the fresh economy wipe with the Druid introduction. What better way to deal with the Temporalis dupe than giving us all a fresh reset with a Druid? Druid plus Huntress incoming.
I'm not ready.
Dupe all, ban all the dupers? Yeah, ban them all. Anyone want to bet me right now about Druid or Huntress being added on this next patch? I'm feeling risky.
I can't yet.
I got $20 on it not happening.
I'm not ready.
Bet a Temporalis? No, you don't think we can bet in-game stuff. It's too risky, man. I'm not trying to get the ban for anything. I have almost 12 days of playtime just on my Ghetto Righteous Fire build, and I just got Ingenuity a couple days ago. If they fresh wipe us, I'll cry. Full disclosure, the fresh wipe, if they do it, would only be a, like, separate economy instance. Like, if you want to keep playing your character, I'm pretty sure this is going to be standard. Like, what we're in right now is going to be permanent. Like, the stuff you farmed here, you can keep playing if you want to.
I need more time.
When I say fresh reset, I'm talking a separate new league. New class, only available in the fresh new league. I don't know about that. I think if they have the fresh new league, that'll be enough for them to balance test it.
And all mine.
Like, for sure, if they add a new class, they're gonna want it on a fresh league. Because you're not gonna get good balanced perspective on that class unless you see it from the very start. You don't want to just look at it from the perspective of like OP gear and stuff. I don't think they're ready. Oh, I do though. I'm coping. It won't reflect the real state of Druid Hunters? Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm thinking too.
I can't yet. Stay back. Don't do this.
Fresh Web wouldn't be bad if there was crafting. Okay, so picture this. Let my cope go a little bit farther. Druid Huntress added. Plus 2 new league mechanics. Have crafting related currencies. Okay, that's a little bit too far. 1 new league mechanic that has crafting related currency. I can't cope too hard, you know. Harvest for res swapping. Make Scours great again. I don't think they're backing down on the Scour thing. Because Scours did what they wanted. They made us... Scours made us... Getting rid of Scours makes us pick up items. So I think they got the feedback they wanted from getting rid of Scours, which is we pick up items now. I like the no Scours and no alts. The thing is, alts exist, but they're super rare. They're tied to a nulls, right? Scours are in the game files. Yeah, so are a lot of things that aren't. There's a lot of things that are like PoE1 things that I think are just smokescreen to make it like either smokescreen or it's just stuff that was just left over. Is what I think. What do you think would be stronger for a fire attack build? A 500 DPS crossbow with 90% LE? 2 attacks or 500 with plus 80 flat fire? I would think the 90% LE, but I don't know. My guess would be the 90% LE. Really depends how much percent damage you already have on your tree and how much flat you have elsewhere as well. If I'm taking a stab at the dark, I'm taking the 90 LE is my just random guess. The price I'm charging for 20 of whatever base keeps going up. Please no Scours. Are you selling people like 20 stellar bases? People that are trying to gamble Astramentus? Dude, I'm running out of boss fights, man. They're all so far away. All these boss fights requiring like going through a map and not just being one instance away. How am I supposed to live like this? Dude, I'm gonna cope until the announcement that they're gonna give me boss fights in every zone, as well as Druid plus Huntress plus a new League mechanic plus a new crafting currency. What's the minimum item level for chancing Astromentus? I mean, Astromentus is like a level 20 item, right? There's a level 25 one on trade. So... I would think it's... If you have a Stellar Amulet, that's item level 24, you can chance it. If you will buy bases at 20x, yeah, if you have a large quantity of bases, people will buy them in bulk. Because people, what people do is they, let's say you buy a bunch of these bases, these Stellar Amulet bases, a bunch of white bases. They'll pay you in bulk because they want to gamble. And then they'll buy a bunch of chance orbs and they'll go spam them. And just hope that they hit Astromentus. Because Astromentus is a 100 and, well, these are all bricked, 165D item, right? So people are coping that they're going to chance it. And I don't even know what the odds to chance it are. Random thing I'm just thinking about. Is Astromentus actually a T1? And Calandras is like the only T0 in the game? Because this is way more rare than anything else. Is there any other like base raw drops that are close to Calandras in drop rarity? Oh shoot, you guys can't see it. I didn't realize I wasn't on the right screen capture. But there's 16 total Calandras touch, which, by the way, is a very hard ring to get a reason to use it, because you would need to be able to get a ring that's at least worth 300 divines before you put this on. Is this for PvE1? It is a PvE1 unique. But what I'm saying is, there's 200 Astromentuses on trade, and way more people are using this. What I'm wondering is Astromentus like a T1 rarity, and this is T0 rarity? Does Calandras work with Ingenuity? I would think so. It would be kind of funny if it didn't, though, right? You can't chance Calandras? Do you guys really think that's the difference? Is because people are chancing that many? You think people are chancing 9x the amount of bases? Because it was like this before people started trying to chance bases, I feel like. Like, there was like one of these on trade when there was 10 Dream Fragments on trade. Sounds about right. You guys think so? What are other super rare items? I'm trying to think of examples of other super rare items. Calandras base is just a ring. Yeah, it's a base that doesn't drop naturally, right? Headhunter. Headhunter has 1,000 on trade. HH is not rare. No, HH is way more common than the other ones. There's a HH for 1D on trade. It's 5 times more than Dream Fragments, 5 times more than Astromentus. Look at Queen of the Forest. Queen is similar to HH, like 1,000 on trade. Original Sin? Like 300. Hey, look. Oh, yeah, it's amethyst ring. I don't know what I was saying. I saw ring. I saw it say ring here, and I thought it was good. I thought it was ring based for a second, even though it's amethyst. I'm just blind. But original sin's like 300. I bet this is same rarity as like Astromentus. I think Calandras might be the only T0 in the game. I think Dream Fragments isn't actually a T0. I think it's a T1. Sad that they got it original sin. Well, I mean, that's just how they... It's because they changed how conversion mechanics work. That killed a lot of its value. People don't chance original sin and don't use it all that much. Well, that would make sense in my mind. That there would be 300 listed. Dude, what the hell, Logitech? Stop it. Stop notifying me, Logitech. Stop it. It would make sense to me that there would be more on trade of the similar common item that people aren't using as much. Because people are trying to trance Dream Fragments. They're not trying to trance Original Sin. But there's also way higher demand to use this ring. I have Chayula. 600. I could see this being a similar rarity to Dream Fragments and Astromentus, maybe. Just an item no one uses, but it's rare. Original Sin, I think people are coping that it's good because of PoE 1. And there's people buying it off the market. Whereas this item, it doesn't have that nostalgia value, right? Does Permadema form use this? I have Chula? Maybe. Use Mings usually? Okay, there you go. Is there any other unique item that comes anywhere close to this rarity though? Because I don't think I've seen anything this rare. That's my leading reason to theorize that Calandra's the only T0 in the game. That's what I'm going off of. A fishing rod? Fishing rods don't exist in PoE 2 yet, or at least they're not in the database. And I have not been linked or told about a fishing rod yet. None of these items are rare, I don't think. Sure, keep it secret. Have you guys seen anyone talk about fishing rods? Your old trap uniques? Yeah, there's the unfinished uniques that aren't supposed to drop, right? I didn't know Calandras was in PoE 2. Yeah, I mean, it's Omega rare. And also, the use case is... It's so rare. You need a Mirror Tier ring to use it, basically. Because it actually has the value of a Mirror Tier ring, pretty much. With how much it costs. I don't even know if anyone even made some Mirror Tier ring yet. You have to invest into probably a lot of whittlings to do that. It doesn't work with Ingenuity, and then that's just wild then. With that price, you might as well get 2 different mirrored rings, especially if it doesn't work with Ingenuity. You'd have to, right? If it doesn't work with Ingenuity, then it's boned. Try to scroll through and see if I see any items that are like... Alpha's Howl is rare. How rare is Alpha's Howl? I guess this is maybe T1 rarity. No. It's like Headhunter and Queen of the Forest, maybe T2. Destiny, Defiance. Maybe a T1. How can you tell how rare? Just guesstimating. I'm going off of total listings. So, like, I'm ballparking, right? What I have in my head right now is I'm thinking... T0? Calandras. 16 total. T1. Astramentus. 200-ish. Dream Frag. 200-ish. These are listed. High use. So more on characters. Chayula Amulet. 600. Original Sin. 300. Like, in my mind, it makes sense for these numbers to be higher because the people aren't really wearing this, whereas a lot of people are wearing this. It's worth noting virtually all chance orbs are going in dream fragments and astramentus, but Calandras can't be chanced. Yeah. But is that really going to attribute to 10x the amount of astramentuses and dream fragments, though? Yes, you guys think so? There's no shot. And it's not just 10x. It's way more than that, guys. The amount of characters wearing Calandras versus the amount of characters wearing this. I think there's more chance than there are raw by a significant margin. I mean, just going off this, you're talking a 10-to-1 margin. But if you count the people that are wearing the item, that makes this even worse. Especially if Calandras doesn't work with ingenuity. Because if it doesn't work with ingenuity, then this is, you're buying this as like a luxury, like, I want to hold on to this thing, like, as like a relic. Because you just wouldn't use this because you'd be using ingenuity, right? I've gotten 2 Astramentuses so far, 1 from chancing. That's a 50-50 split. Chance odds of PB1 though are 10-ish X per tier. 10-ish X per tier. What are you talking about? It wouldn't shock me if 1 drop was equivalent to 100 chanced items. I think you guys are cooked. Ailment, is that rare? Ailment was fairly rare. There's only 600 listings of this. There's more listings of Headhunter than there are this amulet. Could be a minimum drop for Calandras. We can check that right now. There's item level 66. I mean, that just includes maps, right? The thing is, it could be a lower drop level than this, too. But none freaking occur, because the amount of maps you run versus the amount of campaign you run. But it could be a minimum requirement of like a tier 1 map for this. I don't know. I think you guys are cooked. I think you guys are cooked. I'm sticking with my theory. I think Calandra's a separate drop tier than Astramentus and Dream Frag. Lance, we have the chance. You have 180D. No, guys, you're not bullying me into chancing things. That also wouldn't be enough to get any significant numerical data set because we can't freaking compare to this because we can't do it. We can't do a chance orb test against this. Because that's what we would need to be able to do a comparative test. We need to be able to, you know, get 1,000 ring bases and 1,000 stellar amulet bases and 2,000 chance orbs and see what happens, right? Cap the chance? No, guys. No, I'm not getting bullied into chancing. Seems like the right thing to do. Nope. 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 I'm not doing it. You know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna call for today. I'm gonna end stream. I got things I gotta do. Things that don't involve debating with you guys about Calandra being T0 versus T1, okay? You guys have a good night. Let me see who's streaming. I'll send you guys over to... Who the heck is streaming right now? I'll send you guys over to Karn. We'll see what Karn's up to. Alright, enjoy the one leftover melee player. The only mace player left alive. The one last standing. Going for the level 100. Enjoy Karn stream. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your evenings, guys. Good night.